Reddit title reads I, a 21-year-old male, and my girlfriend, who is 21, she went on a girls' holiday trip but followed a guy on Instagram while she was out there. Doesn't sound good. So he says, a few weeks ago, my girlfriend of 8 months told me that she was going on a girls' holiday with four of her friends, three of which are in committed relationships. Now, I've got no issue with a girlfriend going on a girls' trip, even if it is abroad, as long as it's not one of those party places like Ibiza or Malaga where they're drinking in their bikinis and dancing at foam parties around a bunch of thirsty men. If they're going, to a nice, quaint place, they're going out for dinners, they're having a bit of wine, they listen to some nice classical music and having walks along the beach, I'm completely fine with that. I think it's important for your girlfriend to have other social activities outside of you, especially if they're girls and especially if they're good girls who are in relationships and are respectful. But absolutely, if she's going on these holidays that are for young adults, teenagers, going to these party places, then that is a big red flag, and that wouldn't be okay. I wouldn't want my girlfriend to even have that as a thought to go there. That might be enough for me to end that relationship. Now, I don't know what type of holiday this girl's going on. Hopefully, the guy's going to say further in this post. But let's read on. One of the girls that are going on this holiday has a boyfriend over there that is a millionaire, and my girlfriend had told me he would take care of them and everything would be fine, so I had nothing to worry about. So, if one of the girlfriends there is meeting up with her boyfriend on holiday, then why have they not invited you? I think if one boyfriend's there, surely all the boyfriends should be going. Because at the end of the day, this isn't a girl's holiday now. This is a girl's holiday plus a guy in a big mansion, I guess, who's probably going to have pool parties and house parties. And this millionaire guy is obviously going to invite his guy mates as well. So there's a very strong possibility that it's not just going to be a girl's holiday with one boyfriend. He's going to bring his guy mates as well, which is a bit of a red flag. Now, if she never brought up you coming, then that's a red flag. Maybe you didn't want to go. Maybe the other boyfriends didn't want to go. But have you met her friends as well? Like, is she introducing you to her girlfriends? Do they know you? Do they respect you? Do they like you? If you're just seen as just her boyfriend and you never met them, then they have no reason to make sure she's loyal to you. And this guy being a millionaire, yeah, I'm just imagining the parties she probably enjoyed. But it does sound like a cheap holiday if he's putting them up in a nice house. Does have to pay for a hotel, so makes sense from her point of view. I was totally happy with that and was all up for her enjoying herself and making new memories with her friends. Again, I agree with that. I'm not taking the mindset of, oh, your girlfriend's not allowed to go on holiday without you. I think it's important, again, for her to have memories with her girlfriends. That's very important for a healthy relationship, so she's not overly reliant on you and have cabin fever with you. Of course, she's going to want to have these experiences with you, but there's nothing wrong with her enjoying that with the girls as well. Since she's gone on this vacation, I noticed that she has started to follow a new guy on Instagram that is from the same country she is visiting, and I don't know what to think of it all. Yeah, that's a big red flag. Like, from my point of view, I don't think your girlfriend should be following other guys, just like I don't think the guy should be following other girls. I don't follow other girls. I think guys who do follow girls on Instagram, they're not interested in their hobbies or what they ordered at the restaurant. They just want to look at someone pretty. They're, visual creatures. So, yes, it is a red flag that your girlfriend followed another guy on Instagram, um, especially when it's a guy who was in that area. So, if you see some guy's name pop up called Miguel, then you're going to be a bit worried that she met this Miguel when she was out on holiday. And it obviously meant they had at least a decent conversation. They had to share each other's Instagram accounts. They had to pass phones over. So obviously they were talking for a while, because you wouldn't just get someone's Instagram, over like a 3-5 minute conversation unless you're doing day game. So definitely there's something to this story that this guy needs to be, uneasy about. I completely understand it. For me, if a girl asks for another guy's Instagram or vice versa, for me that's breakup material. That might sound a bit over the top, but you're wanting to keep that person in your life past the holiday, and it's kind of keeping that door open for something potential to go on. If not, it has already gone on already. She has less than 100 followers on Instagram, and not one of her followers are a guy that she is not related to her. So also this kind of just shows to me that already he's been distrustful of her before this holiday. For him to know who's following her, he's obviously looked at this for a while now. He's actually looked through the whole list of followers to try and see if guys have following her. So again, it shows probably some insecurity from him, but also just might show that he just doesn't trust her. Doesn't trust her before this holiday. So this is just, you know, the fire now. There was a spark before this that made him suspicious of her. I've been worrying about this new follower quite a bit recently because in the time I've known her, she had willingly never accepted a guy into her account. And I know there's plenty trying to get in there. She has 500 people in her requested, but why this guy, question mark. That's concerning that 500 people who are guys have requested to follow her. To me, that tells me she's a very sociable creature. She's talking to maybe a lot of guys in person, you know, dangling the carrot in front of them. And so they follow on Instagram. Like, how did they find her Instagram in the first place? Maybe she gave that Instagram name to them and they requested to follow her. Maybe she likes the attention. Maybe she likes to see that high number. But yeah, if you've got like a good girl who's not going out socializing with lots of guys, there's not going to be many people requesting to follow her, unless she's like a celebrity or an online personality. So that's a bit of a concern. And why has she not deleted these requested people? Like, if they're just stuck in requested, why have you not deleted them? It's kind of like she just wants to keep them just in case, the monkey branch. So that's a bit concerning. I don't understand why she'd accept this guy, because I know she hates it when I have single girls on my account, and in less than a few hours she'll be calling me asking who it is. So she's giving me off kind of like crazy vibes as well. Like, it sounds like both of them don't really trust each other and they're quite inexperienced. I think he said they're both 21 and they've been going out for 8 months, it said. So already there's quite a lot of cracks, distrust and insecurities in this relationship 8 months in. Imagine what this is going to be like, 3-4 years down the road. So it's not a good sign. I don't think either of you should be like overly looking at each other's followers. It's showing you both have distrust and some insecurities here. It's completely right to call out when a guy's followed her from that holiday. That's a completely right thing to do. But yeah, as you can see, I'm getting the vibe that both of these guys don't quite trust each other. And you can't have a relationship where there's distrust. I've always just removed them to keep her happy and to prevent her from overthinking, and I've since never followed a girl even if it's just a friend. So I'd have assumed she would do the same for me without me having to ask her, being it is a boundary of one of hers. So yeah, it's kind of like rules for her, but different rules for you, which that's unfair. You should have the same rules and the same boundaries. If she doesn't allow you to follow girls, she should be following guys. It should be a split 50-50. But yeah, no, I completely agree. Like, I don't follow any girls. I don't see the need to. I'm respectful of my girlfriend. I love her and I support her, and why would I want to make her even question my loyalty to her? Guys and women do not have things in common. I don't think guys and women can be friends if they find each other attractive. The only girlfriend you should have is your girlfriend. I don't think you should be socializing with other girls just like girls should be socializing with other guys. It's just the way we were built. We're different, and that's completely fine. The question I have is, should I bring this up to her and tell her I don't like her following this guy, or am I just assuming the worst for no reason? Look, the first thing I do is check her phone, honestly, because you've found a reason to be suspicious of her, so that gives you the permission to look through her phone. I don't look for my girlfriend's phone because she hasn't given me a reason to look through her phone. But this woman has given this guy a reason. So you should know her passcode. She should know yours. If you don't know, again, that just shows there's some distrust in this relationship. You should both know each other's passcode. And I'd do some searching, maybe check some videos, some pictures, but most of all, check her group chat with her girlies that she went on the trip with, because that's where you'll find the information if she was being unfaithful. I'm sure she'd mention Miguel, whatever his name is. Just calling him Miguel, so I'm just guessing she probably went to Spain or somewhere. But yeah, make note of his name on Instagram and then use that search bar and search that chat to see if his name came up. Oh my god, that's a really loud train that's just gone by me. What else? Also, it's clear that he hasn't, asked her this. So it kind of shows again that he's quite feminine. He hasn't got that confidence to ask her and to bring it up to her, because I think he's worried about her reaction. He's worried about her losing her cool with him. So again, he's just giving off this vibe that he's quite inexperienced and he's quite scared of his girl. And you can't have that, because she's going to run all over you and she's going to find someone more masculine than you. So you should definitely call her out on this and be firm. Ask her one simple question: who is this guy? And just let her talk. Don't interrupt her. Let her talk. Let's see if she fumbles over her words and if she's being untruthful. And the final thing is, I think Richard Cooper said this: you wouldn't park your Ferrari in a bad neighbourhood because you'd be worried it'd be broken into. And it's the same with this. You shouldn't allow your girlfriend to go on a holiday. Possibly, again, he hasn't clarified what type of holiday this is, but I'm guessing at 21 she probably went to a clubbing holiday where there was partying, there was drinks. You shouldn't let your girlfriend go to one of these places, because you're putting your relationship, in jeopardy. You've got these guys around her drinking, she's drinking. It is like leaving your car in a rough neighbourhood. It's going to be smashed into. You're putting the relationship in danger, and you're opening up the opportunity for her to be unfaithful to you, and that's not what you want. But yeah, this guy just needs to bring it up with her, see what she has to say, and then decide from that point of view. But it doesn't look good. She shouldn't be following another guy from holiday. It shows they had more of a relationship than you think. Hey, this guy might be gay. You never know, but still, I doubt it. It's probably a straight guy, maybe a Spanish waiter that has slid into her DMs. Anyway, that's all, guys. Cheers. See ya.